Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sherry Farmer. My guest is Executive Director Chelsea Raiche, and we're learning about the Friends of the Rainforest. And I know before we went to break, you shared some photos, and you've also brought video with you too from a recent adventure.
Yes, from our April trip, we were staying in Monteverde, which is in the central region of Costa Rica, where the Children's Eternal Rainforest is. And I walked out the front door of my room.
Oh, there he is.
And this is what I caught. So this was literally about 30 feet from my front door. I didn't have to go anywhere. I didn't have to hike anywhere. I didn't have to put on bug spray. This was, this was just where we were staying. So we do eco tours, and we bring people to the rainforest because we really feel like that's the best way to get somebody to connect with it and really appreciate it. And this is what you see. I mean, this is not, you know, this is just on my personal camera. So it's stuff like that that we see all the time that we don't connect with here. You can go to the climatron, but you can't see monkeys in the climatron. Sure. So we love the eco tours. We send them about 6 or 8 a year. We send down there. We do a lot of school trips, actually, where they will go and they stay in a field station in the rainforest, and they conduct their own research. They design it. We have a PhD naturalist who's there to help them collect data and make sense of it, but they get to go out and set camera traps. They get to do mist netting, where they set up a net and catch bats, and then they have a guide that can look at the bats, and you can look at them up close. And I love bats. Not everybody does, but they're amazing creatures when you're looking at them from an evolutionary standpoint. They're just remarkable. So there's a lot of really up close and cool things you can do in the rainforest, and our trips are small groups. They're not loading you onto a tour bus and driving you around. This is somebody that can really point out a really cool thing that happened last week. So maybe a tree fell and a whole new species moved in, and they can help you see that.
It's really right there kind of learning.
It is absolutely hands-on.
And that's just one of the 3 programs that you offer through the Friends of the Rainforest.
So so we talked about our education program, and that's, if you want to register for that, go to the website and you can just send us an email and we'll get into the classroom. Then the Eco Tour program is just phenomenal, but we also do granting. So one of the things that we try to do is support the rainforest as it is now. Through granting. So obviously in St. Louis, we can't do a lot that directly impacts the health of the forest on the ground. So what we do is we give to organizations that have the guards, that have the boots on the ground, that are doing local education in Costa Rica, so they're actually supporting it currently. Now granted, our everyday actions do impact the rainforest, but when we're talking about this tree physically, we're not doing that. So we try to support those people. And on our end, we're educating kids, because we think the better educated the kids are, the more they're going to grow up to respect and really take care of the rainforest. So if we don't protect it now with our granting program, it's not there when those kids grow up. And if we don't educate the kids now, then it won't be there when they grow up, because nobody will care about it.
And you are one of those kids yourself.
I am, yes.
You were first introduced to the Friends of the Rainforest when you were, what, 13?
I was 13. I went on my first trip to Costa Rica. And I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but I said I have to go back to Costa Rica. So it took me about 15 years, but I made it back, and it just changed my life. It changed everything about the trajectory, you know, just what was important to me. It was just supporting the rainforest.
And you do have a couple more pictures too of the rainforest.
Yes, so this is one of the popular monkeys. They're adorable, but they're kind of stinkers.
So you don't want to pet at home here in St.
No,
Louis?
you definitely don't want to. This is a hummingbird, actually. There are so many hummingbirds. They have hummingbird gardens where 25 different kinds of hummingbirds are just buzzing around your head, and they're all vibrant and beautiful. And this is from the Costa Rican education program. Same thing. So they're actually doing reforesting here. So they have a nursery, MCL does, that runs the Children's Eternal Rainforest, and they do a lot of reforesting and trail work. This is at one of the field stations. You can see that beautiful building. They just did a lot of repairs to that thanks to one of our grants.
And I'm sure you're going to get so many folks, now that they've seen the pictures, heard more about you, they're going to get involved, and they're going to want to help save the rainforest as a friend.
I hope so.
So again, share where they need to go to be a part of your trivia night.
So go to friendsoftherainforest.org, and if you click on events under trivia night, we are there, the registration and all of the info. And really just look around the website, because we have amazing photographs that have all come from our trips. And I think that's important. We aren't pulling pictures from anywhere to just get you excited. These are all things that people have seen on our trips.
And that's awesome that St. Louis, here, we can help the Rainforest.
Yeah.
So Friends of the Rainforest 6th Annual Trivia Night takes place November 2nd. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. And that is going to be happening. And if you want more information, you can just go ahead and call 314-941-1257. There's more STL Live after this. Stay with us.